Everybody, welcome to Late Horror Show. It is Dino once again. You getting sick of seeing my face? Welcome to the history of old time radios, CBS Radio Mystery Theater edition. What is going on, everybody in the chat? Good to see each and every one of you. My Lord, it is hot over here, man. Not that you need to know that, but I'm sure it's hot everywhere. Anyways, Black Roses, what's going on? Connie Clary. Becca Too Tall, loving the Art Bell that me and Dave did just the other day. Good stuff. Yes, hey, it's Dave Plouffe. The Art Bell shows are fantastic. We've only done 2, and we will be doing more. But this Sunday, me and Dave will be continuing what I started 3 years ago, maybe long. I have no idea. Serenity Now, a Seinfeld podcast. So stay tuned for that on Sunday. That'll be fun with me and Dave every Sunday. Sunday. Hello, CM Horror Junkie. Good to see you. Thank you. Keep your shirt on. Edward Stewart. What's going on, Edward? I know I saw Ed Stathis around somewhere. We're gonna goof off a little bit. We're gonna dive into each episode of CBS Radio Mystery Theater. We're just gonna have some fun. There's your Edgar Allan Poe beer you sent me there, Horror Junkie. So it's up on the shelf. Back at home. There you go. Anyways, lots of interesting stuff coming up for next week. New show coming up next week, so stay tuned for that. And I got some ginger ale here I'll be sipping on. Sipping on gin and juice. You know, you guys know I like virtual reality, right? Hey, WTF, horror and sci-fi. Will there be feats of strength? There will be a metal pole, right, Dave? And we will air our grievances, but I'll leave that till Christmas. How about that? It's going to be fun when we get to the Christmas episode. Good to see you, WTF Horror and Sci-Fi. Definitely go check out his channel. Good stuff. Hey, Red is here. I haven't seen those lips in a long time. Good evening, everyone. A great channel. Thank you. Ginger ale is good, says Black Roses. I think I said Black Roses. Kathy, hello to everyone. Good to see you. Chris, rest in peace, E.G. Marshall, June 18th, 1914 through August 24th, 1998. And yes, and also rest in peace, Tina Turner. Tina Turner. Age 82, and lived a long life. Ups and downs for her, but she prevailed. Yes, a strong woman. So there you go. I am dropping this link all night, you guys. It may not do anything, but let me explain. Here's the link to join the Patreon. You could also join the channel. They both help out the same way. But let me just say, YouTube's in this kind of thing now, phase, where it's giving all creators, and especially me, it's given me a hard time. That's all I'll say. So any support coming from joining the channel or Patreon would be a help tremendously for the future, especially. But yeah, I don't know what it is. It's like every single stream, if you put, I'll just leave it there. I don't like to, if you put crime, detective, any of those things in, there's issues. So Johnny Dollar stream last night. It's unlisted, but it's down because of the issues and stuff like that. Everything seems to be copyright anymore. It's just ridiculous on every front with it. But yes, if you can, please think of joining. You could do it yearly, get it out of the way, never have to think of it again. There's movie nights, there's fun things to do, parties, get-togethers, whatever. But yeah, I don't know why when I post it on Restream, it looks like it posts it twice. No, it doesn't. But yeah, again, I'm trying. Whether I can persuade somebody to come on over to Patreon, I have no idea. But I hope so, because for the future, I think things are going in the direction where I might need some support and stuff like that. It's just getting a little out of control. Anyways, I will put that aside, but I will keep dropping the links all night. I won't keep reminding, but let's get going. We left off on episode 80, Diary of a Madman, last week. That's where we left off at. So each one of these episodes, you're going to get in-depth plot, dates, all of that, notes on each episode in order as I'm going through stream number 1, 2, 3 of CBS Radio Mystery Theater. So there you go. Your door, your best Dino, your best Dino. Doing fantastic tonight, CM. Thank you. That sounds good, Edward. Awesome. Good seeing you back in chat and everything, huh? Definitely, buddy. And if I see one come up, because I got my email open, if anybody does happen to join, I will see it and I will announce it, and I will thank you guys very much. Hello, Jeff Crone. What is going on? Good to see you here, my friend. I'm putting Patreon on my other tablet. Thank you, whomever. Like I said, it's all going to help me, and I'm not going to cry the blues, but I am going to ask for help. Anyways, here we go. Episode number 81 we are on, and well, they're all good, but it's another good one. It's Death by Whose Hands? Episode 81, Death by Whose Hands? And again, we're going to be having a lot of fun here, you guys. Better than Diarrhea of a Madman. Dave Plouffe. Mr. Professor, what is going on there? Hello, Disco Booty fam. Good to see you, Disco Booty. Mike Feaster also says, welcome to the Macabre. I listened to the show before going into bed in high school in the 70s. We all have memories of CBS Radio Mystery Theater. I'm just trying to get all the facts down behind old time radio. And there's a whole playlist of just the history of old time radio. And this is CBS Radio Mystery Theater edition. So there you go. I guess that's why they call it the Blues Elton John. What the Dave, what are you dipping into there? What are you drinking tonight, huh? Anyways, nice to see everybody. Thank you. And with that said, episode 81, Death by Whose Hands, premiered March 26th of 1974 and rebroadcast June 16th of 74. The cast, Stefan Schnabel as Dr. Herschel, Marion Seldes as Elsie, Ira Lewis as Rudy Baum, Robert Dreyfuss as Franz Langman, Roger DeCoven as Helger, and written by Ian Martin. So there you go. Death by Whose Hands? Ian Martin. The plot is, so what is this show all about? What episode? A passionate interest in music leads Dr. Herschel to graft the hands of virtuoso pianist Rudy Baum, killed in an accident, to less accomplished pianist Franz Langman, whose hands were badly mangled in the same. We know what this story is. Peter Lorre. In the same accident, though the devastating repercussions soon become apparent to Langman, his wife Ilse drives him to continue with his career, sealing his fate and hers. You have to give a guy a hand for being as darling as he was. Yes, a classic tale, right? Of with Peter Lorre, kind of stealing that concept a little bit, right? Let's see. Mike, same here. I listened to. Yep. It was always fun listening to this. Okay, the part where Tina Turner beat up Mel Gibson in Thunderdome, Black Roses. Oh, yes. The Mad Max films, man, I love them, love them, love them. But with Tina Turner, yeah, I mean, I'm not saying she's the best actress, but she did okay. She didn't have a big part, but you know what I mean. Are you dipping the stuff from the Rowdy box, David? Let's see, where am I at here? We have people of all ages here because old time radio is timeless. Yes, Ed Stathis. There are, I know there's a couple of young ones. One still in school. Hey, Dino, this is your boy Willie Abe. Willie Abe. Uh, Name is Marlon Joyner now, but Willie Abe, what is going on? Changing the name up. What, you having issues with YouTube? What's going on? But good to see you, Willie Abe. Definitely good to see you. Bubba, what's going on? Good to see you, Bubba. Ian Martin adapted and borrowed from many sources. Yes, CM. Yes, CM. Yes, yes, yes. A lot of the stories did, right? I mean, Ian Martin for sure, but listen, he did a lot of shows. So that brings us to episode 82. It's Simply Murder. It's Simply Murder. First broadcast March 27th, 1974. Also rebroadcast in June of 19th. June 19th. June 19th, 1974. The cast: Jack Gilford as Henry Green, Bryna Rayburn, who played a lot of roles in this series, played Florence Green, Ian Martin as Jerry, Danny Acco as Sal Rasso, and Marion Haley as Sherry. Also written by Ian Martin. What's this show about? This episode? Come on, what is it about? I'm a better actor than her horror, LOL, whomever. What? Yes, those were the days. This live chat is the next best thing. 11 to 95 years. Better than, okay, CBS. Anyways, sidetracked. Okay, so what's this episode all about? It's Simply Murder, written by Ian Martin. Timid bank teller Henry Green, pushed around unmercifully by his shrewish wife Florence. Dang her. Is talked into robbing the bank's vault by a beautiful, sexy co-worker named Sherry. Come on, Henry Green, what are you doing? Who also invites him to be her lover. There we go. That's what's going on. Oh, Henry. That's all Sherry needs to do. Listen, she's a good-looking lady, right? Right? But first, he must do away with Florence. Oh, get rid of the wife. Oh, boy. A task that proves to be far from easy. I should say so, right? Notes on this episode. Ralph Bell remembers Ian Martin was an actor who spent the later part of his career as a writer, mostly for Hyman Brown, or High Brown, we called him back in the day, for the CBS Radio Mystery Theater. And very good he was too. There you go. Ian Martin. In history. Frank McCloud. Hey, what's going on? She's a dame. Hey, Overkill with an O. What is Shrewish Wife was a standard character in many early pulp era horror comics and stories. Yepper, WTF. I think, well, you know what? Not everybody does know the history of the way culture was back in the time. But yeah, no, I mean, it was a different era up until the 50s. Started to people wanted to change in the 60s, right? Uprising, all that terrible stuff. 70s kind of starting to work its way out, right? We think, you know, we had a war going on, but you know, the peace and love movement started going, and we really started to work on that change. But you know, it is what it is. And then 80s, we got back to the basics, entertainment, enjoying ourselves, and slowly, things started to change. And we're here today in the year 2023 and still having issues. But anywho, that is what it is. Okay, so no Patreons yet. Let's see, maybe a prize for a Patreon tonight, huh? There you go. There's the link for Patreon, or think of maybe becoming a channel member. I would thank you. Being a pain in the butt here on the universe here. So that would definitely help. Thank you. Anyways, let's continue. We owe much to our hippie ancestors. Yes, we do. The more things change, the more they stay the same. Yes, and yes. Don't call chicks dames. Broads hate that. That's coming from a woman. It's coming from a woman. CM. Funny. Yeah, no. Anyways, that's another subject. Have things changed for the better? In a lot of ways, yes. But we still got this issue going on and problems. Okay, so here we go. Episode number 83. 83. Is this also a show by Ian Martin? No, I do believe so. The Unearthly Gift. The Unearthly Gift. Here we go. Premiered March 28th, 1974, and rebroadcast in June, 21st of 1974. Oh man, the hiccups, they keep a coming. What is going on? Very professional, Dino. There you go. The cast. It's funny, every time I hear Betsy Palmer, I think of Twin Peaks. So the cast was Betsy Palmer as Ruth Ann Mitchell, Carmen Matthews as Bridget, Ian Martin as Frenchie. I'd like to be called Frenchie. Yeah, not because of the name, but anyways. Jackson Beck as Big Red, Mason Adams as Tim Farrell, and written by Ian Martin. Hey, Breath Germanetti. Hello to all. Peace and love. All that good stuff, Beth. Good to see you, Beth. Much love to you. Good to see you. So what is The Unearthly Gift about? Written by Ian Martin. Is it an original? Did he steal it from someone? Anyways, Ruth Ann Mitchell, a large, gangly girl who cooks with her grandfather for a camp of lumberjacks, has the unearthly and frightening capacity to foretell events. Yes, she can see into the future. What she sees for newcomer Tim Farrell frightens her enough to take action that confronts not only Tim, but most of the other lumberjacks. Oh, I got chills just thinking about it. So some notes on this episode, huh? Let's talk about Betsy Palmer, huh? Why not? Betsy Palmer was a panelist for numerous television programs during the mid to late 1950s, including I've Got a Secret, Masquerade Party, and What Is It For? I mean, what's it for? Same difference. Never heard of the show before in a day in my life. Anyways, she did. After her appearance, Palmer appeared on such shows as Maureen Galloway on Number 96 and Virginia Bullock on Knots Landing. Now, Knots Landing, I remember. So there you go with Betsy Palmer. Not on Twin Peaks. Different. Anyways, Flannel Flocks. I think Ian Martin was Canadian. Could quite well be. I do not know that. I should know that. This is the history of old time radio. Yes, Ian Martin is Canadian, for those of you out there. Was Ian Martin from the Martin? No. Edward, I think the 70s started the slide downhill. Well, I think the 60s, right, CM? 60s was all of that. You know, the riots across the, we've seen that in the past 3. Anyways, okay. So next episode, that was The Unearthly Gift. The next 4, I think, are rebroadcasts. So episode 84, The Ring of Truth, is a rebroadcast from January 26, 1974. Episode 85 was a rebroadcast of Time and Again, from January 27th, 1974. Episode 86 was Mother Love. Mother Love. Rebroadcast from January 30th, 1974. Episode 87, The Black Cat. The Black Cat. Premiered April 1st, 1974, and rebroadcast June 22nd of 1974 and July 21st of 1979. The cast. Who was the cast? I say, I do forbid. No, wait, I forbid? What? I don't know what's going on here. Yep, no new members. Here's the link. Please become a member. Support the channel. Prizes galore. Come on. Let me say your name. Anyways, anywho, Betsy Palmer supposedly dated James Dean. Well, hi yabba. I was born in 68, says Horror Junkie. There you go. I'm not going to add that up for you, but yeah. 5 alive, keep it 5 alive. Okay, so the Black Cat. Okay, the cast: Norman Rose as Philip Sterling, Martin Seldes as Sylvia. Sylvia's mother says Sylvia's father. Anyways, that's a song. Bob Dryden as Fenris. Joe DeSantis as Bruce. Evelyn Juster as Gwen, and written by Sam Dan. Sam Dan. The plot? What is this episode about? Well, let's see. It's about Philip Sterling. He is determined to love his rich, ugly wife. Because if he can't, he knows he's going to kill her for her money. He knows all of this because when he looked into the eyes of his wife's black cat, Pluto, he saw himself in a courtroom being sentenced by the judge for the crime. Wow. So a little bit of psychic stuff going on there with Pluto the black cat. Have you ever seen the future when you looked into your cat's eyes? Anyways, notes on this episode. Norman Rose has narrated numerous television shows, most of them police dramas. During the 1950s, he narrated The Big Story, Police Story, and The Man Behind the Badge, the latter of which he also hosted, The Man Behind the Badge. So there you go. Well, that was episode 87. Thank you, Connie. Hope everyone is enjoying the channel. Please click that thumbs up button. Yeah, let's go look at how many thumbs up there are. 43. Let's get that higher and higher and higher. Thank you. Dr. Hook in the room. Dave Plouffe. Yes, Sylvia's mother says Sylvia's father. That's Dr. Hook. Yep. Yes, I do. I like... Dr. Hook had about 4 like really good songs in the 70s. They were really, really good. So anyways, I can't tell you the other ones, but it is what it is. Adam for Christ, hello. Good to see you. I think when you're a teenager, any decade is great because you don't know anything yet. Amen, Ed Stathis. Yepers, you got that straight. Yeah, I'm checking my email. Yeah, nothing. Anywho, don't forget to share the stream and also, yeah. Let's get those thumbs up, you guys. Boom. Also, look forward to, well, definitely Friday. Elise has a video. Saturday is going to be another Caption This from Texas Chainsaw Massacre we are going to do. So there are some really good pictures in that movie that we can caption. So caption this Saturday, and Sunday will be the date. Hopefully I can get it listed tonight, but we will have me and Dave's first Serenity Now, a Seinfeld podcast talking about the stakeout. So be sure to check out me and Dave for that. So there you go. Talking about ages here. William Sherry is 72. 72, a very good year. In age. Yeah. Good to have you here, William. Much love to each and every one of you guys in the chat. Which TCM though? I'm missing something. Been really good seeing the past couple streams over 200 likes. Listen, we're on the upswing with subscribers and all that good stuff again. So fingers crossed, right? But have you checked this link out yet? Here you go. There you go. There's the link. Which Texas Chainsaw? Rob's the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I don't think you'd be getting any other one on this. You might. Listen, I've covered plenty. Okay, so next episode. Listen, we got plenty of time. Episode 88. That's why I like doing this longer format. I can get a lot more episodes in. Episode 88 is The Pharaoh's Curse. Could that be another Ian Martin episode? Yeah. I'm out of here for tonight. See you all Saturday and Sunday. Live. Yes, Dave Plouffe. See you. Definitely see you Sunday. Hope to see you Saturday. Take care, my friend. So anywho, here we go. Oh, Bubba. I think I said behind to Bubba. And Bakatuto. The Pharaoh's Curse premiered April 2nd, 1974. Rebroadcast June 23rd of 74. The cast was Kim Hunter, none other than Zara from Planet of the Apes, who played in a few episodes of CBS Radio Mystery Theater. Kim Hunter plays Diane Elliott, Danny Ackle as Inspector Hasid, Arnold Moss as Sir Jeffrey, George Petrie Wine, as John Irving, Ian Martin as Sargon, and written by Ian Martin. And Ian Martin does give himself the best name out of the group, Sargon. I would love that name, Sargon. Oh, great. Let's see. Yeah. Hello there, Blue Eyes. How'd you know? What's this episode about, you guys? What's this episode about? Oh, hoping for some good luck. Sir Jeffrey, head of an archaeological expedition, persuades singer Diane Elliott, a dead ringer for a dead princess, to accompany the team about to enter a tomb and recover a fortune in jewels. The 4,000-year-old curse on the tomb seems to be more effective than the party bargained for, and Diane wonders if she will have to share a cattle folk with the look-alike princess and a ruthless fortune hunter. The Pharaoh's Curse. I like it. CM Kim Hunter won a supporting actress Oscar for Streetcar Named Desire. Yep. I remember you saying that before too. Love the name Zara. Zara is the name of the black cat that now my kids have. So otherwise they'd be jumping up here all over me. But Zara and Zayas, the kids took them. Both Planet of the Apes, from the Planet of the Apes. Anyways, I think you need Quatlus if you call yourself Sargon. Then Zara was, but you're so damn ugly than the big kids. Yep. Oh, I love the Planet of the Apes. Listen, Planet of the Apes are so good. It's Indiana Jones, whomever I am. What? Did I miss something? What's going on there? Indiana Jones. Anyways, the Pharaoh's Curse. Episode 89. Die. You're on magic camera. So yes, Die. You're on magic camera. Premiered April 3rd, 1974. Rebroadcast June 26, 1974. Duke the Legend. What's up, Legend? You changed your name. Good to see you. Been a while. Good to have you. Good to know you. Well, I know you, but John David, what's going on? Wanted to pop in and say hi. Watching the final of Masters Jeopardy. Looking forward to Seinfeld Sunday. Very cool, John. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, if you guys haven't become a Patreon, because issues. Please think of supporting the streams that we do here on Patreon right there. So there you go. Okay, and back to it. Die, you're on magic camera. So who played some roles in this? It's the cast is Nick Pryor as Johnny Carlin, Terry Keane as Lisa Kane, Joseph Julian as Inspector, William Redfield as Nick Scarlett. Yeah, the clue name right there, you know. Joan Banks as Andrea, and written by Murray Bennett. That's right, Murray Bennett. And what is this episode about? It sounds interesting. Die, you're on magic camera. It's about Johnny. Johnny is amazed when photographing his girlfriend in front of a bank. His new instant Volecta S60 produces a photograph of a holdup inside the bank. A few hours later, the bank is robbed, and Johnny's photo nails the thieves. Realizing the camera's potential, Johnny uses it to make easy money, until others make it clear that they need the camera more than he does. Who? Notes on this episode: Joan Banks played Sylvia on television's Private Secretary from 1953 to 1957. So there you go. Yeah, you know, if I had a camera that if I shot, it took a picture of the future, like in the location. Listen, you know, yeah, I mean, what better gift, right? You know, well, invisibility, but you know, it is what it is. Oh boy. Okay, so nothing yet. Thank you guys. Thumbs up. We're at 49 thumbs up. Please give that thumbs up. Please, 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 please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hopefully you guys enjoy the channel. Is very much so. I hope you do. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, Dino's a little whacked tonight. Harry Scott, hello to everyone, not just you, Edward, or you, CM, or you, Connie. Hello to everyone, and hi, boy donuts for all. Dennis, my friend. On to the next episode. Here we go. Episode 90. The Thing Inside. Premiered April 4th of 1974. Rebroadcast December 8th of 1974. Who's the cast? Who played in this episode? Huh? Let's talk about it. Ralph Bell as John Ferrar. John Ferrar. Robert Caliban as Paul Chandler. Bryna Rayburn as Sarah Farrar. Leon Janney as Ezra Tate. And written by Robert Newman. There you go. What's this episode about? Let's dig into the vault. Yes, Donald Duck Apple Juice. Google can't see me. I'm here. I brought the coffee. Good for you, RTN. Rest in peace. Yes, my friend. Wilson Nightstand. I actually listened to CBS Radio Mystery Theater back in 1976. Well, I caught it much later, luckily, which turned me on when I was a teen to old time radio. I don't even think that's not even the first thing I listened to back when I was a teenager. The first thing I heard was Sherlock Holmes, Basil Rathbone, Nigel Bruce, which is probably why I have such a love for, it's actually my favorite, Basil Rathbone, Nigel Bruce, as Sherlock Holmes. Really, really respecting the Tom Conway and Nigel Bruce episodes too. But nothing beats the two prior. So there you go. Newman, WTF. What kind of thing is it? My mother loved OTR, born in 32. Boy, Wilson, I tell you, different day and age, man. Would I love to live a year in a, like, pick a year and just go and live there, right? I mean, oh my gosh, I would love it. Okay, I don't even think I got to the plot. Okay, so here we go. The Thing Inside, episode 90. It's about a curious glass ball purchased by artist John Farrar and his wife Sarah. Causes problems when John is convinced that it contains a spirit that will grant his wishes. When two of John's enemies are found brutally murdered, Sarah and a friend of hers are convinced that it's no coincidence. Let me repeat. Sarah and a friend of hers are convinced that it's no coincidence. Are convinced that it's no coincidence. Anyways, I don't know. I'm being nutty. Dino, shush. Be normal. Act normal, huh? You should light a candle on the desk for live vids. That would be a cool setting. Connie, that's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. Like I could put some, like, a stand back here with some candles lit. Oh, maybe over there. Although I got plans for something over there. But yeah, some candles. Yeah, no, not a bad. Yeah. Horror Junkie says not me. I'd love living in the 40s. She says not me. Listen, I said for a year. I'm living in a world right now where advanced technology and everything is so intriguing. But is it intriguing for me to pick a year? Maybe, listen, I would pick probably a year in the 20s or the 30s. It would either be maybe the mid to late 20s, because, and living by the boardwalk, you know what I'm saying, up in New Jersey. I mean, there's lots of gangsters that were going on, things were going on up there at the time. But listen, yeah, somewhere around there, maybe 32, 33, somewhere around there. But yeah, if I could pick a year, I would do it. Wilson Nice and Dino, have you ever heard anything creepy or just plain weird on live radio when younger? Oh God, that's a tough kind of question. I mean, I heard creepy and weird on radio with Art Bell, but when I was a kid, listen, I'm too young to have been around during a lot of that, even CBS Radio Mystery Theater. But later in life is when I started to listen to all the old time radio shows, reviving what used to be something my grandparents did and listened to and all that. But gangster. Yeah, those gals, 30s, 40s, lots of class, Edward Sir. But you know what I think about though, 20s, the flappers, 20s, 30s, even through the 40s, but just so elegant, so beautiful. So yeah, what can I say? Okay, on to, this is CBS Radio Mystery Theater, History of Old Time Radio Shows, live edition. Man, I put this link about 50 times and I can't get anybody to join Patreon. I keep looking at the email. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. I'm just really trying to get some support there on Patreon. So there you go. Anyways, let's and 30s depression. Yeah. Listen, it also depends on what, if you get a choice, if you can bring some money with you back in time. I could do a whole stream on just discussing how we would, how I would want to go back, maybe what year, how I would do it, would I time travel, would I bring money back with me, if allowed, would it be through a time machine, would it be through falling asleep and astral traveling or some kind of thing like that, if it was possible, through time skipping or anything like that. But That could make a whole episode by itself. But anyways, let's get to the next episodes. Today's radio sucks. Okay, here we go. Okay, next episode, next couple are rebroadcast. The Man Who Heard Voices, episode 91. Episode 91. The Man Who Heard Voices, rebroadcast from January 29th of 74. Episode 92, Dead Ringer. April, rebroadcast. Oh man, I'm losing it now. Premiere. Wait, did it premiere? Wait, what's going on here? Did it premiered? Dead Ringer. No. Oh yeah. Rebroadcast from 4/6/74, rebroadcast also in 2/1/74. Okay, episode 93, The Man Who Asked for Yesterday, rebroadcast from January 31st, 1974. And okay, so we're up to the next one. Here we go. Wilson Nightstand. I'll join Patreon. I want to support whatever you do. Thank you, Wilson Nightstand. I really appreciate it. I mean, you might be asking, why am I dropping the link so often here? And yes, whomever I am, awesome. Sounds good, man. Why I keep dropping the link for Patreon is because of it's getting difficult on YouTube. That's all I'll say. There's limitations every single night, and things I have to go through that. Not being a YouTuber, you don't even understand what I'm talking about. But so yes, I'm going to need support through Patreon or channel members and stuff like that to rely on. So there you go. I gotta get PayPal straightened out, and then I'm in at Stathis. No. Hey, listen, much love to each and every one of you guys. You guys all support many different ways, just by the thumbs up, commenting, being here, enjoying the streams. But to do this full time like I do monetarily, they're making it difficult. They're making it difficult without going into details, and it's. So support I need on Patreon and the members. So let's move on. Here we go to the next episode. Episode 94, The Locked Room. The Locked Room. It's not even that, Frank McLeod. Taking more cut. Normal people can't make it. Yeah, listen, I'm doing this full time for everybody and everything, and of course myself. And it's like everything is not worthy. How can I put this? Everything is not worthy to be on YouTube is what I'm saying. Like, all these old time radio shows deal in detectives, crime. A lot of the old horror has the word kill in it. And there's some kind of algorithm going on right now where it's picking up even single words like that are put in the timestamps. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? If Inner Sanctum says, has the killer, whatever, it picks it up. It may pick this up hearing me say it. And it limits your ad or video and or something or other. And I'm like going every single night, and you got to submit it to be approved. And every single night it's driving me up a frickin' wall. But I'm trudging forward as always. But I'm trying to give you an explanation of what's going on with YouTube and the channel. And dropping the link as much as possible, just because that's the way it goes. So anyways, good to see you, one Sean Bond. Much love to you, my friend. Hopefully you got that thing figured out that you emailed me about there, Sean. Hopefully that was just a phone issue or something like that. But yeah. Is MB here? Alfred? Did somebody say Alfred is here? Someone always wants room in front, I think no, Ed, no, nothing like that. No. It's an algorithm thing. Anyways, YouTube sucks. This isn't the first time they pulled this crap. Not even the second or third. Listen, Baba. No, I'm okay. I'm just saying, they're making it difficult, and it's the algorithm thing. It's a shame there's not more people to fix that kind of issue that they're having. Anyways, whatever. Let's move on. We are going to The Locked Room, episode 94. First broadcast April 8th of 1974, rebroadcast June 28th of 74, and March 3rd of 79. The cast? Who's the cast? Alfred who? Alfred is MB. You see MB right there. That is Alfred Legend. So there you go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I couldn't do what you do. You're the king of this medium, in my honest opinion. Much love to you, man. Much love to you. Yeah, you two messed up with that demonetization. Yeah. It's not that going on, Edward, but a little bit of that kind of. It's just pain in the butt. ASS. So who's the cast of this episode? The Locked Room, episode 94. Jack Grimes as Davy Snowden. Corinne Orr as Bonnie Daniels. Sidney Smith as Walter Hedinger. Carmen Matthews as Mrs. Daniels. And written by Henry Slessor. Based on his short story, Behind the Locked Door. So that's his short story. What is this episode about? Well, when Davy Snowden marries wealthy but homely, boy, a lot of episodes like that, right? I mean, what's with that? I don't understand. But when Davy Snowden marries wealthy but homely Bonnie Daniels, he anticipates moving into her family's mansion and recovering the fortune he imagines lies in a tightly locked room. Stymied by Bonnie's formidable mother, he plays a trick which not only causes him to lose both Bonnie and her fortune, but to realize only too late that his mother-in-law is not through with him. There you go. That sounds awful. The Locked Room. Lock them up and throw away the key, right? Anyways, let's see. Nothing. Okay. So good evening, Night Fright Talk Show. We listen. Got another detective. I mean, there's so many detective shows. So many people love them. There's definitely a lot more detective shows than there are horror shows. But lately, I've been surprising you with the episodes I put up there. I don't put the timestamps in there. Again, it's an issue. If most don't understand it, I explain. Even words in the timestamps at the moment are it's ridiculous. But a good lineup tonight of detective shows. So enjoy that overnight. And a new room. If you guys didn't see the new room last night, which it's unlisted, but if you had the link and you watched it, you can still go listen to the Johnny Dollar. But there's still plenty of Johnny Dollar. But new room tonight in there, you'll see it. I think it's a really cool room. I know I saw the chat last night where somebody was saying Pandora Price, the tuxedo cat, needs a friend. It's hard. I'm having trouble trying to find another cat, right? I've checked all the adoption agencies and the cities and stuff like that and shelters. I just can't find an orange cat at the moment to go with Pandora Price. But when I do, you'll know it. You'll see it. So there you go. The mother-in-law. Har! Dino, I love the new room. Thank you, Connie. Hey, fantastic new room. Thank you, Edward Stewart. Yeah. I'd like it. I mean, I don't know. Something about it. I just really like. Along with the fireplace one with all the sparks coming out. Those are my two favorites, believe it or not. I also like the Western Tavern, which, I play for the Western shows. But, anyways. Okay, so on to the next episode 95. Here we go. The Murder Museum premiered April 9th of 1974, rebroadcast June 29th, 1974, and 2/22 of 80. The cast. Who was in this episode? Michael Wager as Vincent, Bob Dryden as Gallinari, Leon Janney as Guide, Marion Seldes as Lisa, and written by Henry Slesser. Awesome getting to know all these names going through them, right? And actresses and actors that did all these shows. It's such a tight-knit family, the CBS Radio Mystery Theater. So what is the Murder Museum about? Let's dive in. The recurring nightmares which haunt Vincent Raymond seem to disappear with his increasing success until girlfriend Lisa Brandon, posing as a sculptor, innocently reveals some of the details of his traumatic childhood to Raphael Gallinari. When Vincent learns that Gallinari plans to transform his private misery into a commercial display, he plans an apt revenge, and thus the Murder Museum. So there you go. Ed Stathis, I love Pandora is just fine. She loves being number one. Oh, she does, Ed. The channel cat. The channel, I mean, Pandora Price is a ghost cat. Most of the time you could kind of see through Pandora Price, but yeah, she's the ghost cat of the channel. Okay, you know what? I mean, I'm going to drop it one more time, and then I won't no more because it's been an hour and I haven't had one person join. So with that said, there's the link. Please think about joining Patreon to support this channel. And you see the rest. And I spelled a certain word wrong just because. Anyways, so here we go. Continuing on, we are on episode number 96. An Ian Martin episode. Ian Martin. Episode 96. Out of Focus. Out of Focus. Yes, the channel mascot, Pandora Price. Out of Focus premiered April 10th, 1974, then rebroadcast in June 30th of 1974. The cast: William Redfield as Sky Harris, Susan Grossman as Isabel Harris, Joan Loring as Deirdre, Earl Hammond as Harry, Danny Acco as Benji, and that's Benjy. Ralph Bell as Charlie, and written by Ian Martin. So, this episode, what could Out of Focus be about? Out of Focus. Advertising man Sky Harris, who will be made a vice president of his agency if he's able to create a successful campaign for the new Bianchi Cosmetics account. Wow. That wasn't made up. I mean, what? Dad joke. Meets a beautiful model while riding home on his commuter train, albeit a little tipsy from a visit to his favorite watering place. But when he arranges to see her again in his city apartment and tries to take her photograph, all that his camera records is blankness. Out of focus, blankness. Is she a vampire? That's interesting. Well, look at, we've got a Patreon. Avante Records just became a $1 patron. So thank you. Avante Records. Who is that? I'm trying to think who that could be. Let's see. The word. I won't worry about it. But thank you, Avante. Avanti Records. Okay, I got it right. So thank you. I love William Redfield. I forgot, when did the first show air? Oh God, I'm not going back. 69. So thank you, whoever that is, for becoming a $1 patron. Okay, so next episode, let's continue. That's me. Google can't see me. That's me. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Google can't see me. I hear you there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. All I would say is check out for movie nights when they appear. It's been a kind of a busy and up and down kind of a month here, so there hasn't been as many movie nights, but usually every Friday we're doing something at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So always look out for the links on there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Can't see me. Can't see me. Can't see me. Okay, so here we go. Episode number 97. Episode 97. Strange Company. Strange Company premiered on April 11th, 1974. Rebroadcast July 2nd of 1974. The cast. So what is the cast? Who played in this episode, right? George Petrie is Charles Gordon. Bryna Rayburn, Belle Richwood, Laurie March as Lena Gordon, Gilbert Mack as Mr. Geller, and written by a newcomer, maybe? Written by Bob Juhren. Bob Juhren, Juhren. I think that's the first I've come across him as a writer on CBS Radio Mystery Theater, and we're 97 episodes in. So Bob Juhren, Strange Company. Let's see what this episode is all about. So Charles Gordon's elderly Aunt Belle, alone now that her sister is dead, has stashed all her savings in 2 large suitcases. She tells her nephew that a man, then a woman, and again a man who say nothing, just sit and smile, somehow keep entering her apartment. She is certain these visitors are after her money, all of which gives Charles an idea on how he can acquire some of what will rightfully be his even before his aunt dies. That sounds like a very cool ghost story. Does it not? Does it not? As I sip some Canada Dry, less sweet ginger ale. Yeah, that one, Strange Company. First for Bob Juhren, and a very cool sounding ghost story, right? A man, a woman, and then a man comes sitting, and she thinks it's after her money. Listen, if they're ghosts, they're not going to be able to do anything at all, right? So there you go. Let's see. Episode number 98. Episode number 98. A ghostly game of death. And listen, I'm not taking this to the bottom of the hour. I think this might be the last one, and then I'll head out. I'm going to keep these maybe about an hour long. I get enough episodes in. I figure you guys need a good hour to go get a snack, eat, do what you got to do, and then maybe come back for the overnight stream tonight, which will be a bunch of detective shows. And I know I put a strange, hold on, you guys, put a strange, I like to title these shows to distinguish different streams for everybody. And it somewhat goes towards, like last night, yours truly, Johnny Dollar. I played most of the Johnny Dollars, and last night I did a lot of the 5-part matters. So I called it the 5-part matters. So it distinguishes itself from other streams. Tonight, it's the Shadow Sniffer. It's just a funny take on detective slang. So it kind of separates it. If you enjoy tonight's stream, you'll know to go to Shadow Sniffer, right? To listen to it. So very clear episodes, all great episodes, little mix of everything. I think the surprise of what's coming up next, I think, is very important. When I come up with a new stream of shows, definitely that you haven't heard before, I'm putting the timestamps in for you guys, because you guys need to know what they are and, let them go with the show. But the surprise streams, not that, I talked about the timestamps, but it just lends to a nice stream, like radio back in the day. You didn't know what was coming on next, and it was just fantastic. So anyways, Shadow Sniffer tonight. So if you like it, you'll know to go back to Shadow Sniffer. So anyways, what the heck is wrong with Dino? Anyways, let's continue this. Is Pandora a good or bad cat? Oh, legend. Definitely a good cat. Thank you, Dino and Mods. Be well. Peace and blessings. Thank you, CM, for always being around. Thank you. I am going to do the very last episode, A Ghostly Game of Death. And thank you, CM, as always. A Ghostly Game of Death. Episode 98. Oh, that's a rebroadcast from February 2nd, 1974. Episode 99, also a rebroadcast, The Sign of the Beast from February 3rd, 1974. Episode 100, Here Goes the Bride, rebroadcast from February 4th of 1974. And here's the last one I'm going to do. Episode 101, Only the Dead Remember, premiered on April 15th, 1974, and rebroadcast 7/5 of 74. The cast: Tony Roberts as Eddie Benson, Bryna Rayburn, plenty of episodes. Bryna Rayburn as Liz Traynor, Mandel Kramer as Bill Traynor, Lone Clark as R.J. Jackson, George Petrie as Tom Wilson, and written by Sam Dan. Yeah, for those that know, Pepe will always live from Bold Venture. Pepe, go check out the very first second stream of Bold Venture, and you'll know all there is to know. If you watch the chat as you listen to the stream, you'll know what is going on there with Pepe. So, Only the Dead Remember, written by Sam Dan. What's it all about? Well, captured in the Korean War, 3 GIs vow to kill a fourth who they were certain had informed the North Koreans of their plan to escape. This one's a deep one. Yeah. One of the 3, piano player Eddie Benson, has combed the United States for more than 20 years and has now found the informer. But he cannot convince his buddies to join him in the execution they once swore they would perform together. Notes on this episode? Well, Lone Clark, opera singer turned radio performer, has appeared on numerous radio series, including Exploring Tomorrow, X-1, Quick as a Flash, Suspense, and the title role of Nick Carter, Master Detective. Lone Clark, the starring role of Nick Carter, Master Detective. So there you go. Episode 101. We got quite a few episodes in. Got another $1 patron right before ending the stream. Whomever I am became a $1 patron. Thank you very much, whomever I am. Thank you. Much love to you, my friend. Really do appreciate it. Pepe from Bold Adventure. Yeah, Pepe is a killer. Yeah. Expect a Christmas special of our Pepe from me. Yep. Right around Christmas. Connie's got something up her sleeve with Pepe. So there you go. Anyways, am I in the patron group? You are, whomever I am. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. Every little bit counts. So thank you. And with that said, it is an hour. Part 4 in the books. We got through so far 101 episodes, and we got a lot more to go. These are always fun. Love hanging out with you guys, being goofy, and getting some facts out there, right? So the history of old time radio CBS Radio Mystery Theater edition. And with that said, I will see you guys on the overnight